blog post is called Take Rest to Make Space. So I was feeling stuck, didn't know what to write, what needs to be shared. The biggest takeaway I had from a run today was to be grateful for the little things. Clean air, blue sky, clean water, quiet time. Each morning in meditation, and also thought about during my run, I am so grateful for my time at Kairos and each moment of Kairos. First, what does Kairos mean? Kairos means a time when conditions are right for the accomplishment of a crucial action, the opportune and decisive moment. Kairos has showed up in my life in two pivotal moments. The first time I came upon Kairos was my senior year of high school, before we embarked upon the world as adults, quote unquote. It was a 4-day spiritual retreat called Kairos, and it rocked my world in the best possible way. We had teachers who shared stories and teachings from the Bible that got us to reflect on our lives, our thoughts, and our beliefs. We shared with each other in extremely vulnerable ways about things you wouldn't normally talk about in the hallways. For those that were open to it, without judgment, they were able to have some profound breakthroughs in their thinking, their beliefs, and in their support system. I am forever grateful. I remember having moments where I reconnected with old friends and held each other while we cried. I remember crying and thinking about my past, some decisions I had made, and some fights I had with my parents, and then sharing those moments in front of everyone. As emotional as I was, I also felt so loved by my classmates and friends, feeling so grateful for being surrounded, supported, and lifted by people who I grew to know over the past 4 years. I came back from Kairos and led 2 more retreats, and even as a facilitator, it can be impactful. The second time I came upon Kairos was on a bus with 23 other strangers, quote unquote, headed to a boat that would take us deep into the Amazon to experience 10 days of working with the sacred plant medicine, ayahuasca. A school we passed was named Kairos. I saw it and smiled. This was another crucial changing point in my life, a reminder for me of how supported and loved I am, and a point to take a step in a new direction, a new set of lessons to learn in life. A chapter was ending, and a new one was beginning. Something that I needed to do after each Kairos was rest, something that I struggled to do. My mind races, my DNA says I should be doing to be worthy. Even in meditation, I'm still sitting and coming back to present. I am being, but I am not resting. But resting was crucial to my integration of both Kairos experiences. What is integration? Anytime we learn something in life, especially something pivotal to our growth, it is important to have some rest time to integrate what we learned, i.e., let it sink in. I need to let all the lessons and moments sink in so I can remember them moving forward in life. So after not knowing what to write, I decided to go to the Earth Warriors Oracle deck. The card pulled for this blog was Nana Buluku, which says, "She rests to create." The book says, your energy is a precious resource, and there are ways of being that can enhance it, amplifying it and replenishing it. Give yourself sufficient rest, and you shall find the lifestyle that grows your inner resources, rather than requiring constant exertion and exhaustion to accomplish an endless list of external pursuits. You need this shift in being now, because you are ready to accomplish more. For this to take place, there needs to be less effort and more wisdom. Trust and value what can be accomplished through rest. Think about when you leave one job and start another. Usually, you try to create a buffer between the two so you can get a little vacation before a new journey starts. It's the same reason why other countries around the world have so much paid time off offered to their citizens, and they tend to be happier in those countries. It's important for people to get rest, to balance their work. Otherwise, our brains and bodies run on empty. And let's be real, nothing runs on empty. Rest gives you the space to create something new and create energy. What replenishes you with peacefulness and joy? Give generously to yourself to be able to give generously to others. When you're on vacation, you normally do things that bring you joy. Whether that's reading, being in nature, swimming, whatever it is, include things that bring you joy to aid in your rest. I know that I definitely needed to read this message. I have a tendency to think that I always need to be doing something. Thank you, ancestral patterns I need to break. Another message I received before writing this was to sit in silence and listen. When we rest, when we sit in silence, we can hear new ideas, we can hear messages to aid in our growth, or when making a decision. Silence leads to rest, leads to new ideas and perspectives. Quote, the conscious use of deep rest allows us to connect closely to the divine creative genius, end quote. When we are in flow or have big projects going on or something major coming up, it's important for us to connect to ourselves, and we do so in times of rest. Those moments in silence when your mind isn't racing and you can feel a message or come up with a new idea. I've also been seeing 1111 or 111 or 1101 a lot these last couple days. And looking at what both 1111 and 111 mean, the article I read said that seeing these numbers is telling me that I am in alignment and right where I need to be. I keep being worried that I'm not doing enough or that I'm missing an opportunity, but I've also felt like I need to be in meditation more and not just in the mornings. Given the air quality for the west coast of the U.S. and all the smoke, Pachamama was forcing us to stay in and rest. Many of us were getting back to quote-unquote normal when that normal was what got us here. Again, Pachamama wanted to remind us to take a step back. What we are embarking upon, creating a new normal, a new reality, will take much of us in every capacity. More and more reminders that there is nothing that many of us need to do, but just need to be. And more importantly, rest. Does this resonate with you and how you're feeling? Do you get moments where you feel tired or fatigued, but you push through? What was your body or spirit trying to tell you in those moments? To co-create with the universe, you need to make sure you take time to sit and listen.